Hi, welcome to the first proper episode of the bedroom recording series.
I came up with that title.
You did, yeah? And I came up with the basics, so we're even. I'll start by explaining what a DAW is, because Joe didn't know. A DAW is a digital audio workstation, which essentially is just the program that you record with. That's all it is. It just happens to be that it's got a posh name.
How you need to set up, you need to make sure you've got your hinges on the side, because the hinges are like the prominent feature. Without the hinges, you can't actually open and close it.
Yeah, and DAWs are very prominent parts of society, because obviously it separates the inside from the outside. As of now, I'll refer to the DAW, and that will mean your program, so I don't have to ever explain that again. That is explained now. Okay, so in your DAW, you will set up a track per audio that you want to record. The more tracks you have, the more things you can have layered and going on at the same time. It's pretty simple. Generally, in recording, you'll start recording the drums first. With drums, record every individual drum with its own mic. The video I linked you to last time, which I will link to again in this video, will give you mics that you need for that. So you want to mic up every individual thing except cymbals. Cymbals, you want two overheads, they're called, and it'll be a left one and a right one. You kind of want them equally spaced. You can also potentially mic up the hi-hats on their own. That's kind of... it tends to happen, but you don't have to. Next, bass. Really easy. You can either put a mic to the bass amp and record it. Generally you can use the mic that you were using for the kick drum, or what I said last time with my audio interface, you can do that too. Okay, next, and arguably possibly the most complicated thing to record, is guitars. Now, with guitars, there is a thing called a rhythm track. Not all bands use them, most bands do. The idea is that live, if you're, say, the lead guitarist, you will have some parts that are lead parts, so you've got riffs, solos, that kind of stuff. When you're recording your basic tracks, you want to have the rhythm track, which is a track that has no lead parts in it. It has no riffs in it, unless there's chordy kind of riffs. It'll have no solos in it or anything like that. Generally, if you have a lead guitarist and a rhythm guitarist, it will be what the rhythm guitarist plays. You want to record two tracks of that. If there's two of you, one can record one, the other can record the other. If there's only one of you, you record two. Now, I will jump over to my screen, which you are now seeing, to kind of explain why. Okay, so we have a left track and a right track. That is as simple as it gets, really. You have, in your headphones, when you're listening, you will have a guitar in the left and a guitar in the right. That makes it sound kind of wide. So that's as simple as that. If it's two different things, it'll sound like there's something to the left and something to the right. If you record the same thing, it will just sound wide and big and nice, which tends to be why you wouldn't record your solo on that track, because you wouldn't get that effect anymore as soon as the solo kicked in. But if you do have riffs and solos and stuff, you can just record those on extra tracks. For example, like here, I have 4 riff tracks going on, and that's just the fact of I wanted 4 different sounds going on, but they're on completely different tracks to what I've just shown you, which is where the chord tracks are. The next obvious step to go with recording would be recording vocals. Really simple, plug your mic in, press record, sing. With recording vocals, there are certain techniques that have kind of come about that are very, very popular, and you'll have heard loads. I went into this one a little bit in the auto-tune video that we did a very, very long time ago. It's called double tracking. A lot of people seem to hear it and go, oh, that was auto-tuned. No, it's double tracking. The idea of double tracking is to record the vocal and then record the exact same thing. And provided that both are in tune, or at least sound the same as each other, it gives the effect. I will play it for you now.
Scared to look back.
That is 2 tracks of the same vocal playing at the same time, and it gives that effect. It's in tons of songs, from pop to rock to metal. Everybody uses it. That's what that is. So when you're recording, if you want to record 2 of the same, by all means do. I mean, really, you want to be recording loads of takes for everything anyway, so that you can pick the best take, especially with vocals. I mean, if you're playing guitar, provided that you don't mess up, it's generally going to sound alright, but with vocals you can slightly fluff a note or that kind of stuff. On playing instruments, you get that a hell of a lot less. A kid just jumped off of that roof. That kid just jumped off of a roof.
Which roof? Oh, you mean the one that's face down in the mud?
Ah, he stood up! Right, so provided that you've done that, provided you've got a single track for each one of your drums, you've got your bass track, you've got your 2 guitar rhythm tracks, and then any riffs on top of that, and then you've got your vocals.
Jesus, you're right!
So provided that you've got individual tracks for all of your drums, and then your bass track, 2 rhythm guitar tracks for panning, and then any riffs on top of that, and then you've recorded your vocals, provided that you've got all that, you've got a song done. It's not mixed, but you've got it recorded. So, Next episodes I will take you through how to make your recording sound like a finished song. So, see you then.